Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out now comes two-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his fourth year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
First and 10, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Cameron Hayward.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Third down.
Here's Watson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And here comes Ben Roethlisberger out onto the field ready to lead the Steeler offense.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
J.J. Watt on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
second down and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Watson's pass.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Texans.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Texans first down.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Sacked there by Cameron Hayward, an all-pro in the 2019 season. He's been consistently good throughout his career. 29 sacks in his last 3 seasons.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Watson.
They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
For Will Fuller.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Watson looks to throw again. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown.
Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the early lead. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Nothing. Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession, and a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That's good.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First and 10.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018 he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger.
Roethlisberger's pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Brings up a 3rd down. And
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Steelers nothing.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Steelers 3.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. trace their backgrounds, trace their histories, you'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. Space to maneuver at the 40, and all the way up to the 46. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. It's complete. Stills. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now this throw complete to Washington. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. We get a glance at Duke Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, Johnson.
At the 46.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. He's got Fuller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 10.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st down, Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, Houston.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up
2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
2nd and 10.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Texans scoop it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Roethlisberger. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
14. Steelers 13.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
That's Stills bringing it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brent.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the front. They rallied and made the tackle.
1st and 10 at their own.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. They've got the lead, and certainly a big reason why some of these catches we take a look at right now.
And I've seen it so many times that when units start to play really well, they feed off of each other and play even better. And they're making every catch possible. Contested, non-contested, easy, difficult.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Pass complete to Duke Johnson. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings
from the gun on 3rd, Watson. Buying time to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. From the 50, it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
The line of scrimmage.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier. Bernardrick McKinney on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
from the shotgun. It's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
7 yards to pick up there. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger on target to Washington. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Washington.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th.
16. Texans 14.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9.
Catch there by Kenny Stills, and he joined Houston last season and showed once again, as he has shown throughout his career, he can be a very reliable, good complementary receiver.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Watson a give. This is Johnson. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells.
Watson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Stills, and now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Watson.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Yeah, that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
And 6 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Steelers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shakes off the sack. Keeps himself upright. His throw incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
An 11-yard loss on the play.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Connor down right around the 25. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5.
The score, Steelers 19, Texans 14.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough? Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now Watson. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Watson. Johnson's got it complete. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense driving for the winning season.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. On the handoff, Connor. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. On the handoff, it's Samuels. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Samuels again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
4th down.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done.